So hey guys, it's Kesanaje here and I'm back with another video. So if you are new here, my name is Kesanaje and I am a content creator based in Nigeria, and I create content here on YouTube, mostly beauty content and sometimes vlogs. In fact, anything that comes to mind at that moment. Well, in today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys the reality of serving in Abuja for NYSC. All those things you don't want to hear, I am going to share it with you. We're going to discuss about camp life, PPA and PPA lobbying, CDS, accommodation, feeding, transportation, my own opinion on serving in Abuja, and also what you really need to do in order to be fully prepared to serve in Abuja. So if you are interested in all that, make sure you watch this video to the end, because I'll be breaking down every detail for you guys. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is camp life here in Abuja. Unfortunately for me, I didn't even serve in Abuja. Like, I didn't do my camp in Abuja, because when we're applying for NYSC, right, online they will tell you to pick the states you've gone to and everything, then choose the states you want to go, the 4 states you want to go. Those 4 states did not have Abuja. It didn't have Abuja, it didn't have Lagos, it didn't have Port Harcourt. It's like those places were already filled like 3 weeks ago. I don't even know what to say, but you are not going to see Abuja. As far as I'm concerned, you're not going to see Abuja. So just get ready your mind that you are going to go to a different camp, not Abuja, so that you will not be disappointed. Now, when you finally get to the camp, I heard that Abuja camp was actually chilled and fun, but the sun was mad. That's why I need to bring you guys mind to skincare. You don't want to take your skin for granted during camp. People got reactions. For me, I just got tanned, like really tanned. I was so dark. I think I will insert a clip here to show you my 2 color. Now you're like, bro, make sure you get your sunscreen, because that is very important to be able to maintain your skin color. So when you come out from camp, you're not looking like one what do they call it, one, I don't want to say too much, but you will be looking like you suffered, right? You still be looking okay, but maybe your weight might just drop because of the stress. But you don't want your skin to have that kind of issue. The thing is that you need to make sure you pack everything for camp. I'm not going to list the essential things you need in camp, but I'm going to link someone's video in my description box. So make sure you check my description box, and that video will be able to show you the essentials, like everything you need in camp. The next thing we're going to talk about is PPA. PPA is the full meaning for PPA is primary place of assignment. So when you are done with camp, like that last day after you've done your marching out parade, the next or that same day safe, they will give you your posting letter to your PPA, while some people receive a relocation letter. Now the primary place of assignment letter is used to post you to a company or an institution where you serve your country for full 1 year. So it can actually be a company, it can actually be a hospital, it can actually be a school, an institution, anywhere. As long as they need coppers, you go there if your name goes there. Now the thing about this PPA thing is that sometimes they can post it to wrong places. So the advice I have, or what I would say, is that if you know someone in, let's say in Abuja, yes, we're talking about Abuja, but if you know someone in Abuja and you have a company you like to work to, make sure you have someone inside, like a connection inside, so that they will request for you from NYSC. Like they will request for so NYSC copper to come and work in our company. We need her skills or his skills. This will help NYSC to post you there, because that's where you want to work. And maybe because of the pay, maybe your uncle owns the company, maybe your daddy owns the company, maybe you don't want to even be going to the office, you just want somebody to accept you, whereas you not go to work and nobody will notice, right? Only say this. Sure, that's your own concern, that's not my concern. I'm just here to tell you that if you want to work in a good place, make sure you have a connection in that good place you want to work. If you don't have a connection, pray to God fast. Yeah, God will answer your prayer. The next thing I also want to talk about PPA is that sometimes people might be rejected from their primary place of assignment, so they don't have to start going back to NYSC, and that process of going forth and coming back is called PPA lobbying. It is super stressful. That is why I'm emphasizing on you knowing someone, or you just preparing your mind to go to a place that you don't like and accept it. Because you see that going forth and coming back, you can be going forth and coming back till the end of your NYSC, and I think there's a consequence for that. I don't actually know, but yeah, just make sure you have a place in mind. If you don't have a place in mind, wherever they give you, just look at the benefits, focus on the benefits, and accept the place. Another thing now is the job duties. Now, this thing, honestly, when I hear some other corporate stories in Abuja about what they do at their office, I'm like, thank God that I'm not in that kind of place. Because some coppers literally are house girls to wherever they are working. So let me just tell you something. Do not carry pride in this NYSC. Are you hearing me? I want you to be very humble, because people will say shit about you. People will say things that you don't like. People will talk to you anyhow. People will be rude to you. So you just be ready to swallow everything and just don't insult, don't react back. Try and have self-control. Later on, you can pick up the topic. Depends on you. But don't try and make your service here worse, because if your people should report it to NYSC that they don't need a scrap of copper, that this copper is rude and all that, it's over for you, bro. It's over for you, sis. So I don't need to stress that, but just know that you're going to be a house girl. If you have that, put that mindset to you that you're going to be a house girl, so that if at all you're a house girl, you know that okay, I expected it. But if you're not a house girl, maybe they're treating you more better. Good. While some people, they're actually okay in their PPA, like that their staffs carry the coppers along, like they're all one, like their fellow staffs, they are a team. While in other people's PPA, you can see the great distinction between the boss, the staff, the copper, the intern, the cleaner. I feel like in some companies, some coppers are just house girls, like how would I call it? I just feel like they're just house girls, but in a professional way. So yeah, just be ready for that. Another thing, the money, the pay for Abuja. The average pay, like I've seen for Abuja, is 15K. From everybody that will be asking me if I made this video, the average, I calculated everything and I got the average is 15K from your PPA. Then we have your NYSC allowance, which is 33K. So for a month, you have 48,000 for a month. We've not even talked about transportation, accommodation, and feeding. Those are three necessities. If not, you die in this place. So imagine you earning 48,000, and to bust your head there, some coppers don't even receive allowance from their PPA. Especially all the schools, they don't get money. So that's why I'm stressing that part. Make sure you know somebody. You want to come to this Abuja, is who know who, so that you get a good place. And don't say I did not tell you. Now the next thing I'm going to talk about for you today is CDS, which is Community Development Scheme. It's a day where you do different activities, or you are in a group where your own group, or I'll say club, your own group does does some presentations, some activities, whatever. And there are different CDS. There's tourism, there's medicals, there's Red Cross, there's football, there's cultural. Sorry, I'm looking at my book to just cross-check everything. So different groups. So before you make a choice, try and do like a research on different group. How is it? You know what you want to do in your NYSC. I'm not going to say anything. You know what you have planned for yourself, whether it's good or bad. Make sure that whatever you have planned, good or bad, will match who you choose or what you choose. Most times you don't even get the opportunity to choose, but if you get the opportunity to choose, do your research before you choose. Check the CDS officer. Is the CDS officer chilled? And if it's chilled, you know that okay, things will be easy for you. There'll be not too much stress, right? Check the CDS group, is it stressful, overly stressful? Maybe you have health issues and you feel like this CDS group is overly stressful for you. Don't do it. Just like I say, make your research. The next thing I'm also going to be talking about is accommodation. Guys, this is the one that let's just talk about it first. For accommodation, I'll just give a little disclaimer here, right? My situation is very, very different because fortunately for me, I have family here that I can live with. So I don't need to pay for rent or anything concerning accommodation. That is already covered. So I'm staying in a family member's house for free. But before I even stayed, I was searching for self-contained in town, and in town we're talking about Buse, Gariki, all those area 1, area 2, Maitama, Sukuru, Apo. The least price I saw, or the average price, let me put it as average price, I'm going to even put the pictures on the screen. The average price I saw was 1M for a self-contained. I think that 1M was in Buse too, yes, for a self-contained 1M, really. And they're earning 48,000 naira a month. 48,000 naira. 48,000 naira times 12 months. You guys, that is 570,000 naira. And your rent is 1M. And you want to stay in Buse, you want to stay in area, you want to stay in Gariki, you want to stay in Maitama, you want to stay at Sokoro. Sure, you understand now why I say better have connection, make sure the pay is good. If not, you're going to suffer. But there are other places. Those towns is not only the town. These areas I mentioned are not the only places, right? There's still Gwarimpa, there's still Kuje, there's still Ketampe, there's still Jabi, there's still Otako. Those places are a bit less. You can get places for like 700k, 600k, 500k, but it's still quite expensive. Then the outskirts, we're talking about Dutse, Kubwa, Yanya. Maybe you can get for like 200k, 100k, 250, 300. So if you want to get a very cheap place to stay, know that you're going outside, and that means your transportation price has increased. So you gotta think, you gotta use your brain, okay, and make a decision. So I feel like the only solution, or a better solution I can suggest for this is that if you have friends, or maybe you're triplets, I would advise maybe you rent a 3-bedroom, probably in Gwarimpa area, because Gwarimpa is not too far from town, because most offices are in town, central business area, Gariki, Wuse, Asogoro, most offices are there. So renting a place in Gwarimpa is not too far from town, so you can easily, transport will not be that hectic for you. The next I'm going to be talking about is feeding. Basically, normally eating out is expensive, or else you want to eat from all this mama put them, but also you cannot guarantee hygiene. So you see, that make a choice. Do you want to eat mama put and have hygiene issues like diarrhea, stomach pain and all that, or you want to eat out and buy expensive food of up to 7k? It's all your decision, it's your choice, depends on you. Best decision, or the best solution I feel you should do, don't buy food outside. If you want to buy food outside, know who to bill to buy the food for you. I'm so sorry, but you don't buy food outside, or else you know that okay, you have extra means. But if you know your average salary is 15k plus the NYSC allowance, and you still have rent of 500k, I don't know why you're buying food outside. You're not supposed to be doing that. So yeah, better still just find the cheapest market. I think Kado Fish Market is a very cheap market, but I don't know how close it will be to whatever location you want to stay in. But personally for me, Kado Fish Market is actually very affordable than other markets that are not Tako, Wuse Market, Gariki Market. Kado Fish Market, is things are really cheap there, and there are plenty, like big and what they call it, big, plenty, surplus. So Kado Fish Market, I can suggest that for you. But if you guys know other places that are cheaper in terms of buying foodstuffs and all in Abuja, you can let me know in the comment section below, and I really appreciate it. Now, transportation. We have boats. Now, boat or Uber, let's say you don't have discounts, you're going to be spending maybe which, let's say from Wuse to Gariki, around that kind, 700. Now imagine spending that to go and to come back. That is 1,400, right? Then we're spending 1,400 every day. 1,400 times 31 days is 43,400. I know you're having 48,000 a month. Are you going to use your whole allowance or your whole salary plus NYSC allowance center boot? No, but there's a solution. There are, I call it the jungle method transport. As I call it that way. You have to also, you understand? So if you're going from like to Wuse, from Wuse to Gariki, you know you're spending 100 naira. If you're going from like Gariki or from Wuse to like Demianya, Kubwa, at most 300 naira or 200 naira. Most times it's 200 naira. So with that, you can be able to save money, right? And other places still between that range, 200, 300. If at all, last price 500, but it's not up to that. Trust me. So you need to, once you get to Abuja, you need to get familiar with the routes, all those routes to go to different locations. You can ask your bosses, you can ask your colleagues. Are already familiar with the routes, because trust me, there are some Abuja residents that still serve. It's not everybody that left Abuja to another state to serve. Some Abuja residents still serve in Abuja. So ask them what's the route to go this place, to go that place. Or if possible, you can find someone that stays in the same area you stay, so that you can be going home together and coming to the office together. Just saying, those are ways that you can be able to cover that cost. Now that brings us to the end of the video. I'm going to share with you guys my honest opinion of serving in this place, Abuja. Honestly, Abuja is overrated. I'm not going to tell you lies. Unless you have a good company. These are the things I feel like you need to do if you know you're ready to serve in Abuja. Abuja and Lagos. Abuja has a very calm life. Like, it's not too hectic. There's no much traffic. But these days, traffic is becoming too much because everybody's coming here. But in Lagos, the traffic is high, right? But there are more job opportunities there, and there are higher pay. I'm not comparing. It's what I heard from, what's her name, Yechi. Yechi said Lagos, the average is 50k, and I'm like, what? The average here is 15k. So how? So I'm just saying, using that as a reference. I'm not making the decision for you, okay? You have to make sure, if you want to come to this place to serve, to this Abuja, if you really want it that much, want it that much for your own personal reasons, right? You have to make sure you have a family here, maybe a brother, a sister, cousin, or your friends should gather together and rent an apartment, a 3-bedroom apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, maybe 2 to 1 room, and stay together. If not, if you want to do independent, you're gonna be independent for life and you'll be broke for life unless you are wise about expenses. Another thing, you need to know someone in a company you want to work, or in a place you are interested in going. It's not just like going there. It's not all PPAs that accept corpus. I know if they accept, it might be full because people have already applied already. People that know people have already gotten the slot for a corpus in the company. So make sure you know someone, or just pray to God very well. Honestly, it's God that helped me to get by. It's a good place. We thank God for that. Then also, don't do pass yourself. Don't do pass yourself. You have to be humble. You have to be ready to curb your expenses. Honestly, me that is telling you, I know it's not easy, but I'm just advising you because I know you are actually confused. You don't want to make mistakes. You're trying to be independent, but girl, if you have someone in your family that is staying in this Abuja, just stay in their house first, okay? An advice from a couple that has been serving here for like 6-7 months now. That's just my advice to you. So in conclusion, this is going to be the end of this video. I hope you found this video very, very helpful, and I hope it's going to help you to make the right decision. Me serving here, it has been okay so far because I have family with me. But after that, if I want to settle down here, that is what the future will answer. I'm not going to answer it for you now. But anyways, that will be all for this video. Hope you guys like this video. I hope you found it very, very, very informative. Make sure you subscribe. Like, I'm actually filming this by 3 a.m. and have work the same morning, so please help me out by subscribing. Okay. Also, you feel free to share my link, and also feel free to comment in the comment section below. Thank you so much for all the attention you gave me, and